Stadium just outside Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. We are anxiously awaiting a battle as this fan base is ready to show everyone worldwide what FIU football is all about. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So FIU's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the ground with the back. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The Bulls offense will go to work for the first time today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him. And if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
The Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Brown will throw it. Plucks it out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Working that left side now. Turning it on. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying play action. He wants it all. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. That is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got it behind the line. It's McNeil.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dumb.
FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch inside his 40. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. The give on the option. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that are getting after him.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the 3rd down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Number 4 sets a kickoff.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Caught in the backfield, it's Sheriff. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. FIU pushing tempo.
Brings up second down.
Here's the handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Wilson to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. FIU will line up to punt.
Number 48 in punt formation to kick it away.
A low line drive and not his best work. Just needs a crack to get a return. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Davis. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Hand off to Jones. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive players.
And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Bulls are on the move. Leaves it with the back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Barges ahead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling it.
Touchdown, Buffalo! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yeoman Stadium. They're up by 10 over South Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. FIU pushing tempo.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Got a man, it's Lewis. And they'll knock him down. Facing a third down and short from the 26. The corners are walked up tight. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's got great speed, and the returner will be brought down. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got the first down and still on his feet. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Get set.
Brown will throw it. Gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Take over. First and 10.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Panthers in the hurry up. Wilson will throw. Here comes the heat. Complete to the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that's another FIU.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Looking deep. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. FIU will line up to punt. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will have to use its... Timeout of the half.
Buffalo.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Green 25.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Catch in the middle, it's Jones. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
At the 39.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Temple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulls line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it to the ground.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. The play action fake. Wide out trying to get it in. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Touchdown, Buffalo! And the beatdown has ensued.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 18 over Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wilson to pass. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
And that's another FIU.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll run it from the gun. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Panthers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. FIU will line up to punt, and these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Brown wants to pass. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's McMillan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? They'll run play action. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Wilson will throw. Got his man in the middle. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll leave it with the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International.
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the fourth quarter.
Under fire. He gets in there for the two. It's a two-possession game now, and they've still got a shot. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Brown will throw it. Finds his man down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Converts on fourth down, still going. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it through.
There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
And the Bulls, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bulls! And the stomping has commenced.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Brown wants to pass. And the defense on him, and he will go down, sacked on the 2-point try.
Buffalo, 30. Florida International, 8.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets rid of it. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
All by himself down the middle. The tag. Touchdown, Panthers! He got it loose, and it was lights out after that. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He lets it fly. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. FIU pushing tempo. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
Got it.
2nd down now after the sack.
Easy.
Wilson to pass. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Trying play action. Finds a man on the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And that's another FIU.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass on 2nd down.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
First play of this drive comes from the 27.
Come on, set.
Going right to work up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Brown will throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Makes the grab. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
And what a big stop for this defense. You think about it, you're trailing by a couple possessions. You need to make something happen now. They take the gamble, go for it. Your offense is in position to try to get yourself back in this football game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down coming up.
Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make